As a former New Hampshire state representative who marched with Dr. Martin Luther King in 1963, he currently serves on the New Hampshire Commission for Human Rights. He's a product of Birmingham, Alabama, where at one time he had to guess how many jelly beans were in a fruit jar just to be able to vote.
We've come a long way, but we're not there yet.
Together we will explore the visible laws, invisible laws, and the structures above and beneath our human surface that keep us reaching for the stars. It is his goal to work with you in putting Nashua back on top, to be voted the #1 city in the nation again.
We are in a crisis situation, and that's what we're going to talk about.
I'm Harvey Key. Welcome to Nashua Strong.
Thank you, Nashua, for allowing this marvelous new restaurant to come into your homes. It's new, I think, but not really new. This is a Caribbean restaurant, new. I keep saying new, but before I do all of that, I want to tell you how much I can appreciate being here this morning after yesterday's election in Georgia. We usually don't talk about politics. We don't talk about ugliness. We talk about the foundation of Nashua, New Hampshire, and what makes it strong. Evidently, this was a national election yesterday in Georgia to make our country stronger. It's going to be a democracy for a little bit longer, and that way we could come into places like the Caribbean breeze and have a civil conversation without having permission or get permission from somebody to do it. So I had an opportunity to run into this restaurant by accident because it's not advertised, seemingly, and I found it to be delicious. I came in and had some food, and I thought maybe this would be not a new foundation, but it is an addition to what I called an international delicious Main Street in Nashua, New Hampshire. It's almost like an international motif because we have several different kinds of restaurants on Main Street that people from all over the world can come and frequent. I got a chance to speak with the owner, ask him if we could come in and talk about it a little bit and ask him a few questions. And let me, before I introduce you to him, the people behind the camera, if I don't mention it now, I might forget it at the end, are fantastic at what they're doing to take us on this street. Right now, around Nashua, about 90,000 people, and then on YouTube, which are around the world. And we need to do that to keep our commerce going. The first question I want to let me this is this guy who's sitting next to me with this beautiful attire on is called Mr. I want to call him Baltimore Oreos. That's the way I can remember. His last name is Mr. Orio. His first name is George, and he has on all of this regalia because he is an international professional chef. And I want to ask him a few questions. Mr. Orio, where were you born?
I was born in Port-au-Prince, Haiti.
Say that again.
I was born in Port-au-Prince, Haiti.
In Haiti?
Yes.
Is that Spanish?
No, Haiti is French and Creole.
And did you go to school there?
Yes, I went until high school.
High school. Was there anyone in your high school who inspired you to cook?
No, not really. That wasn't my intention to be a chef.
What was your intention after high school?
At the high school, my intention is to be an engineer.
A what?
Engineer.
An engineer?
Yes.
What kind?
Engineer.
It doesn't matter.
It does, yeah, but now it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yes.
So where did you go after you left Haiti?
After I left Haiti, I went to Miami.
Miami, Florida.
Miami, Florida.
How far is that from Haiti?
It's about an hour and a half to 2 hours.
On a flight.
On a flight.
Did you go to work at that time?
No.
When did you get your first job out of high school?
Oh, I never have opportunity to work in Haiti.
No, but after high school, you went to Miami. Where did you work when you had to work?
Yes, but I did not stay long in Miami.
I don't know how long. Where did you work?
I work at the Versailles restaurant in Lexington,
In Lexington?
in Massachusetts.
Okay. Now, how much money was your first paycheck?
Oh, my first paycheck was $350.
$3.50 an hour?
Yes.
Yeah. And what do you have to pay people today?
Ah,
A lot more, right?
more than that, not enough.
When you went to Florida, were you working in a restaurant?
No, I wasn't working in a restaurant. At that time, I couldn't find, I didn't work any place at that
What
time.
I'm looking for, Mr. Baltimore Orio, is what ignited your mind to become a chef, to become a cook?
Okay, what united my mind to become a cook? From Florida, I traveled to Boston.
Boston.
When I get to Boston, my first job was in a restaurant as a utility.
As a utility?
Yes, and I never forget that the owner said, "Why don't you go learn English as a second language? Because I know about you, your background from Haiti, and from there you can come. I will teach you how to be a cook."
That was in Boston,
That was in Lexington, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts?
Lexington, Massachusetts.
Yeah, okay. So did you go to school to learn how to cook?
After that, I went to school,
The culinary school?
the culinary school.
Which school was that?
I went to Bunker Hill.
Where is it?
Bunker Hill in Boston, Charlestown?
That's near South Boston.
Yes, Bunker Hill Community
Yeah,
College.
yeah. Now, let me ask you this. What was your first paycheck as a cook?
My first paycheck as a cook, after 2 weeks, I believe it was like $200.
Okay. What year was that?
It was in the 80s.
Okay. So I'm not going to ask you how old you are, because you look like you're 35 or 40. And I'll take any sandwich you want to give me right here. I'll give George, our owner of the station, a sandwich. No, I'm only kidding you. But I'm trying to get to the core of what gave you this fantastic idea to become a top chef. Now, you weren't a top chef then. You kept going and learning and training, and then you became, where was your top chef job? Where did you work as an executive chef?
My top chef job was at a company called Sodexo.
Say it again.
Sodexo.
Sodexo, okay.
Yes, which I was the area executive chef for the East Coast for the Marine Corps.
Say that again, because our audience is not too hip on understanding your language. It's good, don't get me wrong. Your English is much better than some people who've been living here for 100 years. But repeat it so they can understand. Your first executive chef job was where? And you said the East Coast.
My first executive chef job was with Sodexo, which is one of the largest food service in North America. Sodexo.
That's a huge food service.
Food service.
That food serves hundreds of restaurants around the country, around Massachusetts.
Not around Massachusetts, around United States.
Is that right?
When I said North America, that's
That's North America.
North America.
And you were the top chef?
Yes, I was one of them.
One of them. How many chefs did you have making that food to be shipped out to the various restaurants?
It's not a various restaurants, so they have what they call a division, which they have corporate, education, they have healthcare, and they have the Marine Corps, the government services.
Yeah.
So I start with healthcare at Dana-Farber.
Yeah.
In
At
Boston.
Dana-Farber, right here, the
In
Kansas
Boston.
Center. Okay.
From there,
Hold on. Were you located at Dana-Farber in Boston? to cook?
Yes, after I left Doubletree Hotel.
Yeah. So you became the head chef for Dana-Farber, Massachusetts, Boston Cancer Center.
At Dana-Farber, I wasn't the head chef. That's where I started with the company.
Yeah, okay. And how long were you there?
I stayed there just for about less than a year because we had some issue with traffic.
Okay.
You know.
So where was your next top chef job?
My next, the experiences go long.
Yeah.
My next chef job was executive chef at Cross Point in Lowell.
Cross Point, right down the street?
Yes.
Yeah.
From Cross Point, I moved to Bose in Framingham.
Yeah.
And from Bose, the company acquired the largest contract with the Marine Corps in North Carolina.
AmeriCorps, yeah.
With the Marine Corps, the military.
Yeah.
So I have the honor to take a job as the area executive chef for the East Coast.
Say that again loud so all of us can hear.
Yes.
That you became the executive chef for the entire East Coast of this United States of America. Is that right?
For the Marine Corps.
Yeah, for that particular company.
Yes, for the company, for the Marine Corps,
Yeah.
East Coast, based at Saint Camp Lejeune.
That's
North Carolina.
fabulous. That's fabulous. And all I can say to you about that, that's one fantastic background to bring to this, I call our city, Nashua, New Hampshire, the Lampy city on top of the hill. We are the #1 city in the country at one time to raise a family. I don't know if you knew that.
That's the reason I moved in Nashua.
Yeah, oh, okay. Well, in the last 30 or 40 years, we are in the top 10%, 10 countries, 10 states rather, in the country to raise a family. Okay? We are one of the finest cities for culture development. We are bringing downtown Main Street, performance art building. We have a radio show that's right across the street called WSMN Channel 1590. We won't call his name, but his name is George Russell. And he's right here now. What we are building in the city of Nashua is one of the finest cities that anyone could live in ever. And we are only 1,300,000 people, okay? Now they're still going, but what are the 5 beautiful dishes that you would like to introduce to Nashua from different countries like Puerto Rico, Haiti, Cuba, especially Cuba, because they have black beans that nobody else can make, but you, maybe.
So just to recap and give you a little background about the restaurant, Caribbean Breeze is the only Caribbean restaurant in United States and in New Hampshire.
It's the only
It's the
Caribbean?
only Caribbean restaurant, because when I said only Caribbean restaurant, a lot of people said, what you mean? Because you can search, there is no Caribbean restaurant who offer food from 5 different Caribbean islands under the same roof. You might go to a Jamaican restaurant because Jamaica are from the Caribbean. You said, oh, that's a Caribbean restaurant. But when you walk to that restaurant, you can only eat food from Jamaica. That's it. That's the only choice you have. But with Caribbean Breeze, when you walk in the Caribbean Breeze, you get a menu which the food is very authentic from Haiti, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and Jamaica. And that's make it unique, the only Caribbean restaurant in the country.
May I repeat that?
Yes.
This man has brought into our beautiful state of New Hampshire the only Caribbean, may I say Caribbean,
Yes.
restaurant in the United States of America. And the definition for that is that he offers 5 different foods from 5 different islands in this country. So folks, please come down, and if you're from Jamaica, come and get some Jamaican food. If you're from Haiti, come and get some Haiti food. If you're from Cuba, be careful, but come on down and get some food, because Castro might come up and get you. Now, is it possible, sir? I pronounce his name as Baltimore Orio. That's easy for me because I don't speak Spanish. I speak a little Dutch, and I speak a little German. I speak a little French. I failed Spanish 14 times. And the instructor said to me, Harvey, what's wrong with you? I said, well, I've taken this course 3 or 4 times. She said, Harvey, the reason you can't speak it, Harvey, and she said, Harvey, is because you don't have to. If you had to speak it, you would. So, would you do me a favor, sir? I have enjoyed this conversation so much in your restaurant. It's beautiful, it's clean. It's on the corner of Main and Worcester. What is it? What is the street over here? What's the street name over here? Over here. Okay. Now, would you show us, do you have that capability of showing 5 different dishes in the kitchen on a plate?
Yes, I will make 5 different food on the plate, which the first one will be...
Well, let me, Mr. Orio, you don't have to tell us, show us.
Okay.
So you're going to go on TV around the world, and they're going to see what you're talking about.
Okay. So
they're not just listen because, words, they don't mean much. Pictures are worth 1,000 words, right?
Yes.
1,000 words. After you.
Okay.
You ready to do it?
I'm ready to do it.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
I'm with you. You can. We're back. We had a little break, and we wanted to make some delectable food for you from each island because, a picture is worth 1,000 words. And rather than tell you what Mr. Baltimore Orio, I call him that because I can't remember his first name. So, let me say this to you. Thank you so much for coming back to see us. Now you can see in person what Mr. Orio and the Caribbean Breeze right here on Main Street next to the City Hall has prepared for you. The first dish is, Mr. Orio, what is that?
This is first dish is a dish from Haiti called griot with pickles, with black mushroom rice, fried plantain, and potato salad. This is a very unique dish from Haiti. It's very popular. The black mushroom rice pair well with the griot and the plantain. The pickles, it's a spicy slaw, which everywhere you go to Haiti, that's one of the favorite dish.
That's a favorite dish in Haiti?
Yes.
What's the one right in front of you?
Oh, the one in front of me, it's a dish from Jamaica. It's a chicken curry with a kalalu, that's a very popular vegetable in Jamaica, and rice and beans, which in Jamaica they call it rice and peas.
Rice and peas?
Rice and peas. And
not,
so far,
why not beans?
That's the culture for Jamaica. They call it rice and peas. So when they ask you they need rice and peas, you automatically they want rice and beans.
Is that curry chicken?
That's curry chicken and kalalu. Kalalu is a nice
What's the
vegetable.
difference between curry chicken and regular chicken?
The curry chicken is the spices, the curry, that's why they call it the curry chicken.
Okay. Thank you very much, folks. You understand that clearly. So when you want some real curry chicken, do you have curry goat?
Yes, we offer curry goat too.
In this place right here?
Yes.
In Nashua, New Hampshire?
Nashua, New Hampshire.
What's the next dish, sir?
The next dish is called penile. It's a pulled pork, slow roasted with rice and pigeon peas from Puerto Rico.
Is that one of their favorite dishes?
That's one of the favorite
Fast
dishes.
moving. What is this one right here?
Oh, this one right here is a dish from Dominican Republic. They call it pollo guisado.
What is that called?
Pollo guisado.
What is this?
This is a boiled yuca. It's very popular.
What does it taste like?
It's that starch.
Starch.
It's not almost like potato, but it's not potato.
Is this chicken?
This is a chicken.
That's not curry.
That's not curry, that's chicken.
How do you cook? How do you cook that so beautifully?
Oh, to cook that beautifully, we cut the chicken, take the skin off, we marinate the chicken, then after that we braise the chicken in a rondo in a pan, and we add all the other ingredients, and you get some tomato paste in it.
This is one of your favorites from Puerto Rico.
No, that's a Puerto Rican dish. That's a Dominican dish.
Dominican?
Yes.
Oh, that's different than Puerto Rico.
It's different than Puerto Rico. And that's served with habicolas quesada.
Yeah.
That's a bean sauce.
And the beans, the pork and beans?
No pork in the beans.
No pork in the beans?
No.
Baked beans?
No, it's not baked. It cooks slowly.
What do they call?
Habicolas quesada.
Say that again.
Habicolas quesada.
Okay. Now this dish here, right here, let me have that one over here.
Yeah.
And explain this one, because I think this one is perhaps one of the favorite of my family who comes from Cuba. They were ran away from Cuba by, what's his name? That guy who was the chief over there.
Fidel Castro.
Fidel Castro.
This is a national dish from Cuba called ropa vieja.
Say it again.
Ropa vieja.
Ropa vieja.
You know,
and
that means old clothes. Old clothes. Ropa vieja. Is it the beef cooked slowly? I cook the beef for more than 6 hours.
This beef is cooked more than 6 hours.
More than 6 hours.
Right here in Nashua, New Hampshire?
Yes.
And the people who are in Nashua, New Hampshire, who have been run away from Cuba and who began to elope from Cuba and who escaped Cuba can come right here on Main Street and get
ropa vieja.
Ropa vieja from Harvey. Tell them Harvey sent you right here to the Caribbean Breeze, the only Caribbean restaurant in the United States that serves delectable food from 5 different islands. And we have just shown you those delectable foods. And please get on your horses, come down and say hello. I don't know how to say yum, 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 yum. The best I've ever had. Best Cuban beans and pulled pork.
Pulled beef.
Pulled beef that I've ever had and that you will ever have if you come down to the Caribbean Breeze right on Main Street next to City Hall and bring the mayor in when you come in. He'll come in with George Russell. This is fantastic. Thank you so much. And George keep trying to make me fat. You make me sound like a pig. Don't say that I am. But if I'm a pig, come down here in Nashua and become a pig with me. Folks, this is it for us. We simply wanted to tell you that this is one of the finest restaurants of international notability in this country. The only real Caribbean restaurant in this country is located right here at Main Street.
233 Main Street.
233 Street. What's the street going across there?
And Hollis.
West Hollis. West Hollis, right across from CVS. There's parking in the back. There's walking distance. And this guy who's a thief of hunger, he's a hungry man, stealing all the food here. Thank you so much, folks. This is it for me. Catch you next time. This is going to be up on Channel 96, where 96,000 of my lovely audience can take a look. And then up on YouTube, which will go around the world. We're so proud of this restaurant and the restaurateur and all the people who come here to work. Now, for the people behind the camera, thank you so much. Your technocrats and your technology enables us to do exactly this, what we're doing now. That is, make Nashua the strongest city that has ever been in the city state of New Hampshire. Nashua is my home. Thank you so much. Have a good time. See you next time. Bye.